Resident Evil.
Resi fans, rejoice! We have a stopgap until Resi 6 in November. Okay, so this isn't anything like a full-fat Resident Evil game as we know it, but it screams of the film style with its dirty electronic music and hyper-modern visual design. And it puts you in an action romp through some very memorable locations from the Resi universe. Following the timeline of Resident Evil 2 from 1998, you play as part of an Umbrella task force sent into Raccoon City to recover the G-Virus and destroy all evidence of Umbrella's involvement.
Failure is not an option.
Like some sort of hardcore cleaning team.
Yeah, why not? Your first task hooks you up with legendary merc Hunk as he leads you to Birkin's office to recreate a poignant moment from a different perspective.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to get on the PS Store and download Resi 2 now!
You guys must be the new Delta team.
After retrieving the sample, Birkin, now on a roid rage, chases you through the bowels of the facility. It's a brilliant and well thought out section with tense moments where you have to hold off Birkin until the door opens. You end up running down a long corridor, spinning around occasionally to pop a few rounds off at the approaching beast. Your team is made up of 6 different characters that each have their own upgradable skills and attributes. Vector is a recon expert and has the option of using a very cool stealth cloak that renders you invisible for the duration of your ability bar.
Identify yourself!
Don't take another step.
He can also mimic an enemy for a short time to infiltrate Spec Ops characters and confuse them. There are other upgrades for him too, like reducing his detection rating while he's running. These attributes are unlocked by earning XP, and you do that by killing lots of deadheads. And also by collecting hidden data, but I'll get to that later. I made a rhyme.
Items are picked up and stored for use on your D-pad. Selecting grenade types, using a first aid spray or using a virus antidote spray is all done here. You can only carry one of each spray at a time, and you should make sure you have them handy as one zombie bite can infect you. Once infected, you will deteriorate until your health bar empties. Then you'll lose control of your character and start to attack your teammates. There are 3 types of grenade, including your standard frag, stun and incendiary grenades, with each doing what you'd expect them to do. And they really do come in handy for dispatching large groups of shambling zomboids.
The weapons are a mixed bag of assault rifles, SMGs, light and heavy machine guns, sniper rifles, well, there's loads. There's even a nice selection of sidearms, one of which being the legendary Samurai Edge. The best thing about having a sidearm is it can save your life when it comes to crunch time. Things can get hectic pretty quickly once you run out of ammo for your main weapon. Holding the LB/L1 button will cause your character to draw his or her handgun instantly and lock onto immediate threats. You can then use the right stick to shoot in any direction automatically. How awesome! Of course, if enemies get too close, you can also dispatch them with some impressive punchy knifey skills.
Melee?
No, punchy knifey skills. You can perform instant executions after staggering a zombie with a melee blow, and each character also has a brutal kill that is unique to them and are very satisfying to see. There are more handy moves to learn too. While sprinting, you can dive to safety from incoming gunfire or grenades. Pressing the B or circle button while sprinting performs a shoulder barge, which is handy for getting out of a tight squeeze. Spec Ops and zombies at the same time? Well, why not grab a zombie and use them as a flesh shield? This will give you limited protection from a few frontal attacks.
Now, back to that data collecting mentioned earlier. Dotted around the game world are small data packets that you can search for. Once found, and if you gather up a few, you can take them to in-game laptops which allow you to upload the collected data to Umbrella Command. This gives you XP and also unlocks concept art in the gallery.
There are 7 missions in the game's main campaign, leading you through some brilliant classic locations from Raccoon City. You can play this on your own or with 3 friends in an online co-op. Now, here's where I have to give the game a few down points. The computer AI is insanely stupid.
Let's go up here. No, wait! Oh, what? Oh, not you as well. Oh well, we should just. Why you stood in the fire? Get out of the fire!
To the point where they'll walk into fire and burn to death. They'll happily stroll through laser trip mines and die. They won't shoot at priority targets, and they will not revive you if you die. So as you can imagine, a lot of your time will be spent dealing with a horde of enemies that would be comfortable for 4 human players, but becomes very difficult on your own. Also, I have tried many times to get into an online game with other people, but to no avail. People simply don't seem to be playing this at all. So unless you have 3 mates that have all got the game and have the time to play it, then expect to journey through this on your own. But it won't be easy. One huge tip here though, snap into 1994 mode and read the manual before you set off. There are tips aplenty that will make your journey easier that the game itself just doesn't teach you. With that said, I've really enjoyed the experience and I am currently on my 3rd playthrough. It's not a AAA title, but it's definitely not bad. With an update to fix the AI, this could be a great one-player experience. It's a shame getting into an online co-op is so fruitless, but don't let that put you off grabbing it from the bargain bin, or at the very least renting it. It's a laugh, and shooting zombies is always fun.
Resident Evil.
Keep it real.
Keep it GameTank.